Sambatskun the Mongolian. Welcome to MNC Television's Allisоны, Zochin. It's good to see you today. Today I bring you Т.Бат-Оргил, a very famous singer, musician, public figure in UB, also a lawyer and a businessman. So many facets to you, Т.Бат-Оргил. Thank you for coming on today. It's a real pleasure.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. Hey, the last time I saw you perform was here at the Holiday Inn in the Grand Ballroom. You had a beautiful Women's Day concert. Sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a concert. We call it like evening. Like cultural evening. So for me a concert is something much grandiose and takes much more time and money. So this was rather a different experience because I've been watching around all the performances in the city, and I wanted to do something special, and we had a very different seat arrangements. Food was served but not allowed during the performance. No phones ringing, and people were not talking to each other. So it's like it was a unique experience, and I'm very happy about it. So it was kind of also a good present for the ladies.
Yeah, the ladies loved it. It was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. Hey, Т.Бат-Оргил, there's so many things I would like to talk with you about today, but the first question I'm going to start off with, I won't rehash many of the questions I did with my first interview years ago on my old TV show, Talk With Me. I want to know, as a young guy growing up in Mongolia, what's your most favorite memory as a child?
I would say my entire childhood is a big, nice memory, because I want everyone to have that childhood. It was very peaceful. And you know, when I think of my childhood now, I have this thought, like, I want my country back.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of nice things happened during the last 25 years, but it also took away something away from us. So I'm not thinking of like reverting back to the socialist system, but definitely it has this, you know, rustic, but
rustic.
Rustic, very good feeling to everyone. We belong to each other. We were a community. So probably my childhood memory is this community we had.
Sounds very idyllic, very beautiful. You grew up in UB?
Yes.
Listen, Т.Бат-Оргил, I asked particularly my Mongolian guests about their favorite proverbs because they're so fascinating. And they're not easily translated into English, but they form a very big part of the Mongolian language. Can you share for our foreign viewers one of your most favorite Mongolian proverbs, and then tell us what it means?
Well, there are many of them. I actually never thought about it. So let me think. It's kind of difficult to translate, though. I studied in the States for 5 years, and all of my experience can be squeezed into one proverb. And that is, if you have a good intention, or this word can be translated in...
Maybe
like,
it is intention, if your intentions are good.
Yeah, but it's not only intentions, it's your thoughts, your idea, your intention, your spirit.
Your soul.
Yeah, your soul, then your destiny is good. So it has very deep meaning, and it took me 5 years of master's degree to completely comprehend it. So I don't know, maybe not completely, but I have much more deeper understanding of this proverb now.
It is a very beautiful thing what you just said, and I get it and I like it. Say it for me in Mongolian.
Sana sen bol zaya sen.
Thank you.
It's can be interpreted in many ways. Actually, like in business, sana is also idea. So if you have a good business idea, it's a very basic requirement to be successful. You can have money, you can have human resources or whatever, but if you don't have a good business idea, it's not going to be very successful, right? Or like if on a grand scale, if you don't have an ideology, this nation is doomed.
Of course.
Because we just become like a bunch of consumers, and there is nothing big to live for.
Interesting. Thank you, Т.Бат-Оргил. Listen, I want to get on to this beautiful book that you recently published. It's fabulous, has some wonderful sketches inside by Ertenbayer. I went to the book launch, very emotional, beautiful day. Jigurtnis Degur, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
You say it.
Jigurtnis Degur. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the title, what it means, and why you wrote this book and what it's about.
Well, it translates very approximately like higher than birds, but Jigurte is much more bigger than birds. It's like above the clouds, basically. So it is a quintessence of my 25 years of experience. And basically I'm calling my countrymen for change, for revolution. And this revolution is not going out on the streets with forks and, you know, pitches.
No, it's not about rioting.
Yes, it's about changing our minds. We need to change, and this change needs to be led by strong individuals. Here comes again this language thing, because in Mongolian, sikhiteng is kind of translated as like intelligentsia, but it's not exactly. In Mongolian has much broader meaning, and I try to define it here in the book. Basically, there are 3 criteria to be that person, to be the leader. Its first requirement is to be for others, like to have a big heart. Second is education and knowledge, and third is courage, because if you miss only one of this, and you are not meeting the requirement. So
well, you've got the trifecta.
So basically, this nation is in search of new ideology, of a new leadership. So I'm trying to contribute to this with this book. It's my ideas, how I see the leadership, and what this national idea should be about.
Oh, well, very proud of you. It's a very beautiful book. There's so much in it, and I want to talk about where we can buy it later and about your songs. But before I get on to those things, there's one particular song that I want you to talk about, and we were just singing it in the MNC offices before, and it's one of those tunes that is just a timeless classic, and I know you get asked to sing it all the time, but it's Mönхийн Us, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard, not just in Mongolia, but anywhere. And it's so popular that it's had many covers done, but a few years ago, a rap artist, a couple of rap artists, turned it into a rap song, Mönхийн Rap, and I mean, you know you've done something right when the new generation is still singing your song again and again. And it is such a beautiful song. I just wanted to tell you that, and we will get you to play that at the end. I do want to ask you, how does it feel to you? I know that you've done many things since you were a famous pop star in the 90s, but How does it feel when you're driving around and a song comes on the radio? Or is it kind of surreal to you that the songs are?
First of all, thank you for this all flattering words, and I'm proud, and basically I did something right, I guess. And for me, it's important to be true to yourself. Like when you start writing or doing something just to be liked by others, it doesn't go very well usually. So I spent a lot of time for the music and the lyrics, so they actually match. So, and I guess I succeeded, and I'm very proud that many artists are covering it.
Yeah.
And sometimes there were times I was like listening to the songs and actually wondering whether it was me.
Wow. Т.Бат-Оргил, there's a beautiful new single in the CD at the back of your book that I absolutely love. Do you still write songs? Are you going to write more?
Well, I'm intent to, but unfortunately my music songs, they don't come very easily. It takes me like sometimes years to complete just one song, and so I hope that I will do something good soon. And
yeah, we need more.
Yeah, but for the time being, I'm working on to popularize the CD I released just now. It's I released in December.
Yeah.
So hopefully by the end of this year, more people will know about the CD.
Absolutely. I've shared your songs with my foreign friends, and the nice thing is you can get it on all of your singles on iTunes and on Amazon. So that's easy for...
It's on Spotify, and it's on all the streams.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm proud of you. They're beautiful songs. Now I want to turn to a different matter. We're going to go back in time. When you came on my last program, a different network, I interviewed you just prior to the 2016 parliamentary elections. And at that time, you were a member of Hunnam, the Mongolian National Labour Party. And a lot of things transpired, and of course that political party is now defunct. What did you learn? Well, can you just tell us briefly a little bit, perhaps a quick summary about what happened and what you learned about the game of politics in Mongolia, and if you have perhaps any hard feelings?
Well, I graduated from many universities, and
you're a lawyer, I know. And what's your master's in again?
Master's in business and the second master's in public administration.
Oh.
But I was referring more to more than just institutionalized universities, because that National Labour Party was my last grand university. Because I learned so much from it, so I'm actually very appreciative to this fact. Of course, it did a lot of harm and hurt many people, but our challenge is to learn from the experience, and as Nietzsche said, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right?
Of course, Nietzsche had it, he nailed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
So, and I was in politics starting 1996, and to be in the core of the political party leadership is turned out to be somewhat different from what you see even being in the party, or even in the upper echelon of the party. When you are in immediate leadership, things are rather different than I thought. I thought I knew, but it was different. And there were many challenges, many tasks, and the reason why actually I wrote this book is also one of the reasons is this my experience with a political party. We have to change again. There was this idealistic concept that, oh, he has a great education, so he must be good, and let's trust this person being like in the politics. Also didn't work, because you have to meet these three criteria, right? If you don't heart for others, and you have education and courage, you're just an opportunist, you know, like you're not good, you know. You have to have a big heart, and if you have a big heart but you don't have knowledge, but you have courage and a big heart, you become just a hero, you know, like a warrior, and you can cause a lot of damage. You can be good or bad, but it's just matter of chance, right? So, or if you miss bravery and you have this big heart and knowledge, but you are useless. You are just a very good ordinary citizen. So who worries a lot, but he doesn't do anything, right? So that kind of thing. So these kind of observations became the ground of my contemplations, and you know, to write this book.
Wow. Т.Бат-Оргил, I really hope that one day, and I'm going to help you, right? I want to see this in English one day, okay? We'll do an English copy together.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. Let's translate it, okay? You have my word. I'm going to work on, well, I hope you'll let me. I said it. Yeah. I want to help you. We're going to get that done.
Thank you.
We're going to go to 2013, where you gave a very wonderful TED Talk called Reinventing Democracy. I want to stick on politics for a little while. 2 former prime ministers were just arrested yesterday. Everything's kind of up in turmoil again. How is Mongolia doing as a democracy today?
Well, it's still democracy. It's malfunctioning, but it's democracy.
And that's better, right?
I don't know yet. Everything is changing these days. All the theories, they're from 20th century, and they're slowly but surely they're becoming obsolete.
Exactly.
So even the economical theories, if you think about it, the economics, they're just 200 years old. Well, maybe 300, but it's very young compared to, I don't know, physics, geometry. There are like thousands of years of development, and modern economists were able to distinguish between the fiscal policy and monetary policy only about like 250 years ago, right? Before that, nobody was able to explain all these financial crises that doomed many empires. Because we are overlooking today what caused the collapse of big empires, and usually there was a financial reason, economic reasons, and one of the reasons were like a bad management of monetary policy, and people were not able to see that. And in the 20th century, they came up with the science of economics. But today, everything is changing, and this theory needs to be updated again. And the theory of democracy also needs to be rejuvenated.
Absolutely.
And that was the main topic of the Reinventing Democracy.
Yeah, I loved it. I would encourage viewers to watch Т.Бат-Оргил's TED Talk 2013, Reinventing Democracy. Just quickly, will you ever enter politics again, do you think?
Well, it depends how you define politics.
Will you ever run in a parliamentary?
No, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, you'll be behind the scenes, though, I hope, helping, doing good things for good people.
I'm trying to implement a new project, which is going, I hope, is going to be more effective and more time efficient. like fighting in the existing political realm is going to take a lot of time, effort, and money, which we don't have. So rather, we should test another model of development, and I believe it's feasible. So probably it's too premature to reveal the...
We won't talk about it,
yeah.
but I will leave that conversation there and return to it one day, okay?
Yes.
I look forward to it. Oh gosh, there's so many questions I want to ask you. I have such a short time frame. I could talk to you for hours, Т.Бат-Оргил. But I think what I want to do now is, would you please play Mөнхийн Ус for us?
Oh, sure.
Please.
Can I have my guitar, please? All right, let's go. Sayo hangar tunat çter yumo tavalcın ovi hatnas tonglagar şan orsan gide ulger tomgi Mongolian musik kurtsinch үзэгслэнд чамтайгаа очраагүй болов үрдү амжаач яасан билээ үрдү амжаач яасан билээ зүрхнээ туслах нулмас юм зүрхнээ ирэх үеэн ч юм уу Тэжнэ дагуулан хайрмэ Цэнгэг мөнхийн ус ч юм уу Үлгэр домгийн мөнхийн усыг хүртсэн ч үзэхстэнд чамтайгаа Очраагүй болов үрдү амжаач яасан билээ үрдү амжаач яасан билээ Мөнхийн аршааны чимээ мянган зууны ханьяартай нэгэнд чамайгаан нэгэн насны жаргалтай үлгэр домгийн мөнхийн усыг хүртсэж үзэхслэн чамтайгаа очраагүй болов үрдү амжаач яасан билээ үрдү амжаач яасан билээ Thank you.
I needed that.
Well,
so beautiful.
Actually, we have a performance on the 21st of this month in Nikitan Club. So
near the children's park.
Yes. So everyone is welcome.
Okay.
So
is it your performance?
Yes.
Okay. The 28th, 21st.
21st.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can people buy tickets?
Oh, they sell tickets there.
Okay.
So
okay.
hopefully on the week of 21st.
Well, I'll be there. I'll be there in the front row.
Looking forward to see you.
Oh, Т.Бат-Оргил, thank you.
Thank you.
Т.Бат-Оргил, thank you so much for joining us today. Wish you all the best. I will see you at your concert. And thank you again for coming on the show today. Before you go, it's the 6th anniversary of MNC television. And we have a big library out there of books that people bring when they come on our show. This is going right there in the middle, and I know it will be very popular. Would you please write to MNC on your 6th anniversary?
Oh, with pleasure.
Yeah, and Т.Бат-Оргил and all of that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll make a very special place in the MNC library.
Thank you.
Т.Бат-Оргил.
And actually, like, there is a CD in the back, so people don't realize it until like really open it.
Yeah, it's in my car.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Т.Бат-Оргил.
Thank you.
And that's all for today, viewers on Allisоны, zochin. We'll see you next Monday evening on the MNC network, where I'll be bringing you an interview with the Australian ambassador to Mongolia. That's all for right now. Sachin amrare.
Right there.
Marte.